We look at the function of equals to the power of plus to the power of negative divided by to the power of minus to the power of negative. We do this to see our starting problem. This is the math rule we must follow. We choose to use the quotient rule. We do this to find the derivative of fraction. The quotient rule says that the derivative of divided by equals prime times minus times prime, all divided by squared. We name our top part as to the power of plus to the power of negative and our bottom part as to the power of minus to the power of negative. We do this to make the math easier to write. This helps us use the quotient rule correctly. We find the derivative of and the derivative of. We do this to get the pieces we need for our formula. The derivative of to the power of plus to the power of negative is to the power of minus to the power of negative, and the derivative of to the power of minus to the power of negative is to the power of plus to the power of negative. We put our pieces into the quotient rule formula. We do this to build the new equation for prime of. The rule says we take prime times prime and divide it by squared. We write out what happens when we multiply the parts by themselves. We do this to prepare for simplifying the top part. Multiplying term by itself is the same as squaring that term. We replace the parentheses with our new expanded terms. We do this to make the equation shorter. We subtract the second group of terms from the first group of terms. We remove the terms that are the same but have different signs. We do this to make the top part smaller. When we have term and then take away the same term, they become 0. We combine the remaining numbers in the top part. We do this to get our final simple number. -2 minus 2 equals -4. We write down the final answer for prime of equals -4 divided by to the power of minus to the power of negative squared. We do this to show the result of our work. This is the finished math problem.